Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this, my love, for you is your prediction for August 2026. We are more than halfway through the calendar year now. So this is a general collective reading. As the messages come through, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And in the pinned comment section of this video is information on how you can join us over on Patreon for some additional bonus content. With all of that said, now let's begin. Want to make sure that the mic is on. Okay, so I took it off before. After Aquarius, I cleansed the area. So let's get into the Pisces collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Pisces need to know for August 2026? Page of Wands. That is in the heart of your spread, my love. Tell me more about this here, please, for the Piscean collective. Thank you. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. So in the heart of your spread, we have the Page of Wands. In the top row, you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the Four of Cups, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. Flanking your Page of Wands is the Emperor and the Tower. In the bottom row, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Devil. Sneak peek now into September. The World, the Death card, and the Nine of Pentacles, and that leaves a King of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Right, let's begin to clarify. I'm using the After Tarot deck. If you're not familiar with this deck, the images are very different than what you may be used to. It does alter or change the meaning of the cards, and we'll go through them as necessary in your reading. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for August 2026, we are clarifying Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, Page of Wands, the Tower, Three of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Devil. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Swords. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Swords. The Emperor is clarified by the Devil. The Page of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands. The Tower is clarified by the Queen of Wands. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Three of Cups. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords. And the Devil is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The bottom of the deck, September, we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Empress. And we have the Ace of Wands. Oh, two cards here. We'll take them. The Sun and the Ace of Wands. The bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. This is one of those readings, and I forgot whose sign I had said that to. Maybe it was Capricorn's. But I had said, this is one of those readings where energetically it either is your message or it's not. Like there's no, you can't fit this. You know, you can't like force this to fit. So it's either your message or it's not. So if it's not, please don't be offended. I don't hate the Piscean collective. I have like no Pisces in my chart. I don't think I know currently a Pisces. But I do love your collective. Like I've seen your struggles for over 2 years now. And early on when I was doing the YouTube readings, I did do private readings. So I got to meet a lot of you back then. I don't know if those people are still watching the channel, but I got to what I'm trying to say is this is going to be a very difficult reading. And so whatever comes through our time here together today, I want you to know that it comes from a place of love. I'm not picking on you or anything like that. But I have a group of you where you are about to make a mistake. You're about to repeat a cycle. And it could be with the same situation, environment, or connection, or it could be with an entirely new one. Your overall energy here for the month of August, this Page of Wands to the King of Wands. I kind of do like this for you because I think that you have been in a place of like staying quiet, staying to yourself, being a little pulled back, doing a lot of introspection, a lot of healing. Some of you have really been going through life alone. I see that from like the collective readings that I've done, and I see your responses. I interact with a lot of you in the comment section. So I kind of like the Page of Wands to the King of Wands for your overall energy because it's like time to get up and go. Like I don't want to sit still anymore. I want to get out there. I want to meet people, or I want to travel, or I want to do things, or I want to find a new job or launch my business. Like the Page of Wands is a minor arcana card to the Fool card for me anyway as a reader. It's like I got a little bit more to discover or a couple of more, you know, ducks to get in a row before I take off. So there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of fire here. in the Piscean collective to just finally get up and do something. Okay, what that something is different for all of you. The top row, you have the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords. Again, Nine of Swords in the After Tarot deck, the person's holding the Ace of Swords. Okay, their moment of clarity or their truth. And they're slaying away the Eight Swords. They're slaying away the doubts, the fears, the anxieties. So again, I got that feeling like I don't want to sit in the Five of Pentacles anymore. I don't want to feel like I'm in lack. I got to get up. I got to find a job, right? Or I find a better job, or find a new way to make money. There's like I don't know, like a little fire here under your feet, which again, I like because you're picking yourself up by your bootstraps. And it's like, I have to go off and do this. I got to meet people, or again, whatever it is for you. I got to travel. But the Four of Cups to the Seven of Cups here tells me you're not fully healed. I know you're going to come at me in the comments. So like I said, if it's just take the parts of this message that are yours and please try to hang in there until the end so you can get the full message. And then if it's yours, great. And if it's not, you know, don't worry about it. But the Four of Cups is someone who's not acknowledging something that Source is trying to give them. Or at least that's the energy I'm picking up here. So I feel like you think you're in the Three of Cups. Like you think you're okay, or you think you're ready, or you think you're healed. But there's something here like, hello, we didn't quite look at this. We didn't address this. That's the feeling I'm getting here. Like Source is trying to say, hello, we're not quite done. But that Seven of Cups in the After Tarot deck, the person already has the contents of one of the cups in their hands. So they're leaving the Six Cups on the shelf. Like, I don't have to look at that anymore. I don't have to look at that wound. I understand it. I'm healed from it. I'm ready for the new. I'm so eager for the new. I didn't even grab the Ace of Cups. I just grabbed the content of the Ace of Cups. That Eight of Pentacles to the Two of Swords in the After Tarot deck, the Two of Swords, the person has made their decision. So again, it's like time to get up and work, right? Eight of Pentacles. I got to go after this. I have to do this. Emperor to the Devil, this is the belief of I'm healed. Because in the After Tarot deck, the Devil card, the people are unshackled. So this is a false belief that you have here that you're ready for something. Tower to the Queen of Wands. I think you're going to, I was saying this to Aquarius in their reading. Whether I do a private read, I do a reading for myself, I do a reading for my person. His is weekly, mine is daily. He just doesn't have time for the daily reads, but I always tell everyone, this is just what's energetically possible. And then we all have the divine gift of free will if we want to do that or not. Or we want to say, oh, that's possible. Let me do something else then because I don't really like the outcome. So I'm just letting you know energetically what could happen if you do this. And you have the divine gift of free will to go, okay, you know what? I listened to Jen's reading. Should that come up, I'm going to pause and think twice. Okay, so because I feel like if you rush into whatever this is, or you don't, we're not fully healed here, something comes crashing down. There's something here you're very eager to do, communicate with, learn, like I was saying, travel to, but that Devil to the Wheel of Fortune, like we think we're unattached from that wound, like we think we've healed it, but it shows up and it repeats itself. And so I feel like this reading is more like serving a warning for you to slow down on whatever it is that you are about to do. And look, it could be a big home purchase, just like there's a slowdown here, because if you do this, there's an ending here in September. Like it does not go according to plan. The Seven of Swords, it's like you're catching yourself where you made that mistake. I do think then that the wound is healed, and I don't think it's something that you'll be repeating post-September, but it's like we don't even have to do this in August. You know what I mean? If we look at it as like, oh, that's what could happen. So let's see where we go with this. Page of Wands, I want to know what has your curiosity here. What are you fired up to do? One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Wands is clarified by the High Priestess. I always say, to me anyway, that's your major arcana card. Other readers don't see it that way. I do. And if you're a cross-watcher and you're watching and you're like, well, why is Pisces the High Priestess? Because I believe every zodiac sign learns something from the sign before them. And when we're looking at the zodiacal wheel, you're the last one. And the High Priestess in Tarot is the only one who holds the book of knowledge. And so I always feel like for you, within you is the book of knowledge. Now, some Pisces tap into it and some don't, but I always believe that you have the knowledge of all 11 zodiac signs that precede you. Empress. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. There's something here that you're a little worried about or you're a little nervous about pursuing, but it's like, I'm going to feel the fear and I'm going to do it anyway. King of Wands. I'm going to feel the fear and I'm going to do it anyway. One more shuffle. Thank you. And look, this reading isn't necessarily telling you not to do this. Just you're going to have to be a little cautious when doing this so you don't repeat a cycle. Okay, they're giving me this example. I don't know if it's going to ring true for any of you, but let's say you were in a relationship in the past, okay, romantic partnership. Boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, whatever. I don't care. No judgment here, okay, as long as you're happy. So let's say you're in a relationship here and you moved the person in. And then the relationship went toxic and it was very difficult for you to get that person out of your home, okay? Suddenly now you meet someone new, you might feel inclined to ask them to move right back in with you. You know what I mean? Like not learning the last time you did that, it was really hard to get that person out of your house. So it doesn't have to be that, but that's just the example they're giving me. Like there's a potential here because you want this so bad that you think you're healed or you think you can see the red flags or you know the signs, but you're going to overlook something because you're so excited by it. You might make the same mistake. The Star, you're going after this wish fulfillment. The Six of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. There's too much passion here for you. Two of Wands. There's too much passion here. You are pursuing something here that I don't think you have thought about all the details. Because in the After Tarot deck, the Six of Pentacles, the person is walking away. They're walking away from a situation, environment, or connection that no longer pleases them. So there's a red flag here with something that you want to pursue in the month of August. You're very passionate about it, but you're missing the red flag. You're like refusing to see the red flag. And it could be a job opportunity, a financial investment opportunity, a large purchase. Okay, you know what it is for each of you. Entering a new relationship, inviting someone to move in with you when you barely know them. There's something here that was a hard lesson for you in your past. You're about to repeat it. Let's see if we can find out more. Five of Pentacles. What are you pursuing here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Five of Pentacles. Clarified by King of Cups. That's you in your highest vibration. The Hanged Man. And the Six of Wands. You're not seeing something here. Eight of Cups. Something here is not balanced. Something here is not right. Look, I could be speaking to a Pisces. You've been single for a long time. And someone crosses your path here in the month of August. And you're feeling really good, right? This person now desires you. They're showering you with stuff. They're telling you everything you need to hear. And there are some little red flags. You know, maybe there's, I don't know, maybe there's a, one of those sun tanning rings around their wedding, on their wedding finger. You don't see the wedding band, but they have the tan mark for it, the tan line for it. You know, there's something like this here. It's small. But if you were paying attention and you weren't all caught up in the excitement, in the emotion, you would see it. But you're not seeing it. I feel like this is just a cautionary message for you. And it could be a job. Like if you're going on an interview, I would pay attention to everything that they say. I would even ask them to put it in writing. You're missing something because you're so excited. Tell me more about that Nine of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the King of Cups. You're not going to be happy if you do this. Queen of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. This is a wound that you are revisiting. We have you here in your highest vibration. I want to show you the cards. King of Cups, highest vibration. Hangman and the Six of Wands. I'm not thinking about this anymore. I'm going right for it. It feels good. I see victory with this. I see success. I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm not going to second guess this. This is my moment. I'm moving forward. And the After Tarot deck, the King of Cups is dumping a cup. So it's almost like once you're in it, once you're in the new job, you're in the relationship, you've moved this person in, like whatever this is, you buy the car and on the way home it starts making noise. You're like, oh, fuck. So that's the feeling because for me, queens exist in the present. They process the present. They process the past. And kings take action. And you're showing up here in king energy, like I'm going for this. And then when it doesn't work out, you're like, oh, you're processing and you're like, this is just what I went through last time. I moved too quickly. It's a wound. Nine of Wands. I repeated a wound. It could be with the same situation, environment, connection, or it can be completely different. So whatever it is, I'm not going to clarify the Four of Cups to the Seven of Cups. I feel like that would be a waste of your time. You're missing something here. Eight of Pentacles, Two of Swords. I made up my mind. But look, she's still blindfolded even though she made up her mind. So you're missing something. Let's do a joint here. What are they missing? How about that? What is Pisces missing with whomever or whatever this is? Four of Swords. You're not taking your time. You're rushing because it feels good or it sounds good. So what are you missing? You're missing that you're not pausing before saying yes. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Swords. Knight of Swords. Okay, this is what you're missing. Ten of Cups. It sounds good. It sounds promising. Six of Swords. It sounds good. It sounds promising. I'm not going to give this a second thought. I'm going to buy it, do it, feel it, move forward with it. That's what I asked, what you're missing. That's what you're missing. Clarify that further. Instead of pausing and going, I have to think about that, you're not doing it. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Wands. There's the wound. Five of Pentacles. It's being repeated. The World card. There's the lesson again. So, bottom of the deck, the Hermit. I just feel like you're repeating something because it looks good, sounds good, smells good, feels good in the moment, and you're ignoring red flags. The Emperor to the Devil. Again, the Devil's unattached, so you think you have this under control. The Tower. I feel like the sun's up, blowing up in your face. Figuratively speaking, of course. One more shuffle. Thank you. I'm going to get you advice on like how to avoid this. The Tower is clarified by the Queen of Cups again. Processing. So whatever occurs here, Six of Swords and the Fool, bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. As quickly as you move towards this, it falls apart. As quickly as you say yes to the job, you're there on day one and you're like, oh my God, I just signed a 2-year contract with these people and I can already tell this is going to be a disaster. You know, this is inviting someone to move in with you, and on day 2, you're like, oh God, why did I do that? Whatever this is here for you, you're realizing it's the same. I rushed too quickly. The Towers, I rushed too quickly. Queen of Wands. Tell me about in the aftermath what you're assessing here. Because again, for me, Queen's process, right? One more shuffle. Thank you. So what are you processing here? The Hierophant, you didn't listen to yourself. Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. You rushed. You're going to sit back and go, I rushed into this. Hierophant, whatever the Hierophant is to you. I rushed into a marriage. I rushed into a relationship. I rushed into joining this community group. I rushed into taking this oath. I rushed into this job. I rushed up to signing for signing up for something like within like a community group, political, religious organization. So what you're assessing is, it sounded good. And I didn't do my homework. I didn't research the company. You know what I mean? I didn't look into that person's backgrounds. There's something like that. And maybe you're moving into an apartment and all looks great, but the last time you did that, you know, maybe the place was, I don't know, filled with roaches, or you know what I mean? They had inadequate maintenance. They're telling you 24/7 maintenance, but once you move in, you know, the dishwasher breaks on day 2 and you're calling them and the phone's disconnected. I just feel like you're rushing into something here because again, looks good, sounds good, smells good, feels good. And it's not until after you're in it that you realize you made a mistake here. The three of Wands to the Three of Cups, again, it's like, I feel good, I'm going to move forward with it. The Page of Swords to the Eight of Swords, it's like, I know enough information, but I don't think you do, because it's just a Page of Swords. You think but you're still blindfolded. The Devil. Tell me about the Devil here. So I would say if you have a new opportunity, okay, for a new situation, environment, or connection here, or something that you already know, I'm doing this reading on the 3rd. I'll post it on the 3rd for you. You already know that there's something you're pursuing. Pause. It's not telling you to blow it off. It's telling you to pause and go back. Backtrack here. What did you miss in this contract? What did this person say that it didn't sit right? The Star. And it could be for some of you watching, a savior complex. This could be someone connected to you, a friend, family member, a lover, and you're going to rush to their aid. And the last time you did that, it cost you financially or it cost you emotionally. There's also something here about you think you've healed this. You think you've healed this. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Star, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King, and there's that King of Wands, Ace of Wands. This is what you're pursuing. So you think you're healed enough to pursue the situation, environment, or connection. Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the cycle that's returning. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Chariot, moving forward, 8 of Cups. See? You're Page of Swords because you didn't get enough info, enough intel. you didn't ask the right questions, or, you know, you purchased something or agreed to something without getting it in writing, or you didn't check the fine print like terms and conditions. September. I'll get you advice on all of this, Pisces. Let's look at September, because if you decide to move forward with this, it's like you're bypassing the lesson that you should have learned. You're going to do it anyway. This is going to close out for you. Tell me more. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Lovers. So then you make the choice in September to end whatever this is. If you move forward with it, September, you're out. September, you're out. Seven of Swords, Empress, the Sun, and the Ace of Wands. You're like, I did it again. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Moon, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. And the realization is, next time I get an offer opportunity, the Moon, I'm not going to fool myself that I know all the details. I'm going to go slow, and I'm going to get all the details, or I'm going to plan this out better. I'm going to get you some advice now. Let's get you advice for those of you where you're like, I don't care, Jen, I'm going to do this anyway. Okay. 3 cards of advice where you're like, thanks for the reading, but this is in my reading. I'm healed. I'm good enough. I know what I'm doing. Okay. All right. God bless you. If you move forward with this, 3 cards of advice. If they move forward with this, one more shuffle. Thank you. If you move forward with this, Queen of Swords, look at the World card. 3 World cards. Wheel of Fortune. If you move forward with this, just know you're repeating something from the past. 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords, Justice. Because there's something here where it sounds good. It sounds good, or it makes me feel good in the moment. So your advice here is to just, if you want to do that, again, you have the divine gift of free will. But if you're not going to learn from the past, because again, Queens process the present, process the past, and I have you here, Queen of Swords as well. If you don't do that and you move forward, just know that you're repeating a cycle. So when this doesn't work out, and I hope to God it does for you. I hope I'm fucking wrong. This is one of those readings where I hope I'm terribly wrong. Because I don't want to see you go through anymore. Shit, I really don't. But if it does, the feeling here is like you have no one to blame but yourself. You're not guaranteed success with this if you do the same thing over and over again and you expect a different outcome. You're going to have to change. And in order to change this, you're going to have to ask the right questions. 3 cards of advice for them. How can they avoid this? How can they avoid this? One more shuffle. Thank you. How can you avoid this? 10 of Swords. Don't even do it. The Lovers. Make the choice to not even do it. Take a new path. 8 of Wands. Take a new pivot. 9 of Swords. Pivot. So if it's a job opportunity, look for another job opportunity. If it's a housing opportunity, look for another housing opportunity. If this is someone who's courting you or you're courting them to date, get all the information. Get all the information. The Lovers is Mercury, right? That's Virgo and Gemini. Get all the information. Either don't do it or get all the information before proceeding. Tell me more about that and advice for them. How do they avoid this? Just get more information. One more shuffle. Thank you. Like, learn from the past mistake. Get more information before proceeding. King of Cups. There you are again. You came out 3 times as the King of Cups. 4 Swords. Pause on this. The Sun card. Your best possible outcome. Sun to the 10 of Cups. Your best possible outcome here is to pause. To ask all the right questions. Don't be shy to get out of your comfort zone. Ask uncomfortable questions at the interview, or you're out on a date. Ask the uncomfortable questions. Oh, I noticed that you have a tan line. Are you married? Were you recently married? Ask the uncomfortable questions. Do your research. Page of Swords. You have the world of knowledge, okay? Not just as the high priestess, but literally at your fingertips. I'm looking at my computer there. You have a world of knowledge at your fingertips. Look the person up. Research the company before you agree to this. And if there's anything contractual, get it in writing. Someone who has good and honest, pure intentions for you. Like you're buying something, you're selling something, you know what I mean? You're moving in, you're getting a job. Anything big like that. If they're honest and they have good intentions, they should have no problem putting it in writing at all. And anyone who's sitting across the table from you with, you know, some indication that they're in another relationship, or you see their phone going off a lot, you know, 11 o'clock when you're hanging out at your house or their house, ask the uncomfortable question. Go slow. That's the best outcome here, is to go slow. 3 cards here of advice for September. One more shuffle. Thank you. Don't ignore your intuition on this. 7 of Pentacles, Justice, and the 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Fool card. If you do proceed forward, you don't learn the lesson, you don't ask the right questions, when this ends, okay, it will be a hard karmic lesson for you. But you will be moving forward again with that Fool card energy. So you'll have the opportunity to find another job, or you'll be, you know, you'll have the opportunity to meet someone else. So this ends up closing out. If you move forward with it, you don't ask the right questions, this is going to close out for you in September. And you're going to end up being okay, but it will close out for you. Knight of Pentacles, now you will have learned your lesson, unfortunately. Moving forward, before you agree to anything or engage with anyone, you're going to ask the right questions. You're going to take your time in that Knight of Pentacles energy. All right, let's get you some oracle cards and we'll close it out with some kippers. 3 oracle cards here. So if I had to call your video anything, I would say proceed with extreme caution. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your oracle cards. Embrace your truth. That's like learning from the past. Timeless truth. This came up for Aquarius also. And the decks have all been clean. But for me, this is the High Priestess energy, right? The book of knowledge. And trust. You're going to have to trust yourself. Trust yourself to make the right decision here. Bottom of the deck, safety. Don't run to something or, you know, agree to something because it sounds good or it makes you feel safe. Make sure it actually is safe for you. Accept your true self, loving yourself and others unconditionally. I think you need to embrace your truth. If your intuition is telling you something's wrong here, learn, like, don't ignore it. I feel like don't ignore it. Draw from the wisdom of your past experience. You can't make it up. Connect with your inner timeless truth. So if this message is yours, when this comes up, the alarm bells are going to be going off inside of you. Listen to them. Trust. You're going to have to establish trust in yourself. The best way you can establish trust in yourself is to trust your intuition. Feel protected and stable, grounded in security, no matter what life brings. This might sound good. It might sound like a shortcut, or it might sound to the path of happiness, or this person is promising you safety or safe harbor, or, oh, if you invest in this financially, it's a safe bet, you know, you'll make good. Get everything in writing here. Get everything in writing. We'll close it out now with some kippers. 2 kippers here for the top row, please. Okay. We have right side up, main female. That could be you, whether you're masculine or feminine. In the reverse, we have great fortune. I really think this is just a word of caution for you, where you think you're making the right decision, or you think you have all of the information and you don't. The 26th might be important for someone watching, August 26th. 2 cards here for that middle row. Right side up, we have message of concern, and we have adjudication. Immediately upon entering this, you realize that you made a mistake. You shouldn't have signed this, or something's off on the date. The red flag is seen almost instantly when it comes to this soulmate connection here, if you will. Professional, platonic, or romantic. 2 cards here. We have imprisonment. And on its side, we have occupation. If you end up repeating a past mistake, okay, a past lesson, you have no one to blame. I hate to say that to you, Pisces. I love the Piscean collective so much, but you're going to have to do your due diligence on this one. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a very similar situation like you have in the past. The bottom of the deck, we have message, we have journey, and we have family room. This could be with family members, or again, like house, like inviting people into your home or getting a new home, even travel. Okay, if you're travel, make sure you have all your documents, make sure everything's up to date. If you're booking something like a trip, check the itinerary. Just make sure everything is on the up and up here, and ask the uncomfortable questions. You can you can certainly do that. That's what I have for you. That is your message for August 2026. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. Trust your intuition on this one, Pisces. And if it doesn't, you know, if it feels uncomfortable, don't agree to it. Don't do this to yourself if you don't have to, okay? And if you can join us over on Patreon, we'd love to have you. If not, good luck with this. And as always, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.